Okay, so I want to jump right into it with all the stuff that we got here, obviously, and I'm going to read out some prices and whatnot for you. But before we do that, I want to talk about a little bit that we changed on here that I never have shared with. Obviously, if anyone sees the 24, we've changed the body stuff. We've added a driver, a little shotgun in the back window. I went ahead and took off the hard body rear end on there, and we made it a flatbed. Just because reasons, I don't know, I liked it. And then also more of the things that we changed underneath is that changed the front end to a 4-link. So the deadbolt, which is what this SCX-24 originally is, has a wishbone link up here. You can see where the red Injora links. These are the 29.5 millimeter ones, and what that does is it actually shortens my wheelbase. So you see how my shocks are slanted rear? Normally they'd be just vertically up and down, so that shortens it. I'm thinking about getting longer ones. I don't know. We're gonna do testing with that, but just a little update, and you'll see some things with that, me talking about that when I'm talking about shorter wheelbase. So first thing first, I got this wheel package here from Injora. They come with these are plastic rims. I painted them. They usually would be black, and they come with tires already on there. It's like, I don't remember the price, but they were cheap and they were really nice. The thing about the plastic rims is they didn't leave me a whole lot of room to screw on my wheel cap. You can see how like these metal ones had a deeper insert there. So I went ahead and ordered these wheel caps here, if you want to call them that. And these are the SCX-24 ones. They're M2 wheel nut caps, locking hub, CNC aluminum, upgrade for axle SCX-24. So they are going to add a little bit of weight too, so that's nice. A little bit of wheel weight right in the centers, never a bad thing. They were $8.99 if anyone's interested. They had different colors, so check that out. And they come with the little thing you need to remove it and whatnot. You just use your own tool, I'm guessing an M2, to put that on there. All right, moving on. We have the rear axle truss upper link mount CNC aluminum upgrade for the SCX-24. So this comes in different colors. There's two. I went in green. I just wanted to make a colorful vehicles, so we started getting enough colors. And that's this right here. So you can see how I already got one of their brass upgrades. We've covered that in the past if you're interested. I don't remember off the top of the head what weight it is. But this little thing right here that the links is going to, let me take the body off. I should just leave the body off right now. So this little part right here, that is these two links are going to, that's plastic. And you can actually add this to it and it's aluminum. Now, that's not as heavy as brass, don't get me wrong, but it is aluminum, which is heavier than plastic. So it's gonna add a little bit of more weight. And don't get me wrong, it's rear weight, but we'll get to that. The reason why I'm trying to add more rear weight, just because it's center. And I'm trying not to do too much in the wheels on any of my builds. I want my wheel speed up because it adds the fun wheel speed, you know, going fast sometimes is fun. So if you add weight to your wheels, you're gonna lose wheel speed, how fast you could take off and how your top speed is, how often you can do burnouts, things like that. So I'm trying to put my weight in areas near the axle. So that's why we're doing it there. Carry on. That was $7.99 by the way. The only reason why I'm covering all these prices and stuff too is because people honestly ask, and so we're doing that. I'm not trying to be a salesperson. This is stuff we paid for out of pocket. I think I've covered that, but just, I don't know, I feel weird. But the mini sand ladders, recovery ramps, 124 RC recovery ramp thing. You guys know what sandboards are. Anyways, they make them for the 24. They make other things too. If you guys haven't checked out their RC if you guys haven't checked out their RC accessories yet, go ahead and check them out. They're the best. Like, I love them for price and everything. Like, that's where we got all our jugs here and stuff. It's all from Injora. I mean, obviously the body there and stuff, but they have 24 ones now. They got ones that are fire extinguishers for 24, little shovels and stuff. But I wanted to make sure to get some running boards. So that's gonna be fun. Make scale 24 stuff. And we got some new rims from them. First time we've gotten Injora rims other than these plastic ones. These red ones weren't from them. They were from someone else. So, but yeah. I'm excited for this. They feel pretty heavy. I forget the exact weight. They're the 4-piece. Oh, this was $4.59 by the way for the running boards. These were 20 bucks. I mean, that's nothing for rims, and if you're in the RC thing. They are aluminum. They're 4-piece 1.0 stamped steel beadlock wheels. Or they're steel actually. Anyways, we went with the gold. They come in different colors. The reason why I went with these is the negative inset ones, which a negative insets means they'd be a deep dish, weren't out yet. So I went ahead and got these ahead of time. And then our package actually got lost in the mail, and we ended up getting a hold of Injora, and they were really nice and took care of me. They resent everything back out. It took a long time, and not on their end, but just to get everything figured out with a mail carrier, and them to admit that they lost it. But yeah, that was, anyways, we finally got it. So my idea is I'm gonna take this black piece, I'm gonna put this on this side, and it will allow me to mount my rims backwards like that. So then I'll have this, what it will do is it'll push my tires out. It's a way to make you get a wider wheel width. So that'll be fun. And then I got some more of their same tires. These are the Rock Tire Super Swampers. They're $10.99. They're 52 millimeters tall and 18 millimeters wide. These are probably, to me, their best rock crawler, big tire, rock crawler tire. They have other ones, but we've had these for a long time. We have them here. I've mounted them onto the stock plastic axial rims that came with the SCX-24. I just glued them with super glue, and I poke little holes in them, so that's how they're vented. There's no foams in them. They perform great, super realistic at the same time. And then these ones are also vented, but they're on the metal ones, so they vent a little slower. Also super realistic. They have a little bit more weight. The reason why I have plastic and metal is it allows you to distribute, put the weight around. So I put the weight up front or in the rear. It was an easy way to do it at the time. Anyway, since I glued them, I went ahead and ordered more because I really like the tire. And that's the first time I've ever ordered a second pair of tires from anywhere. I've gotten a few different kinds of tires and stuff, but yeah, they're that good that I was like, I knew right away. We did get these too. The reason why we got these ones, and because I wanted, they're a little bit smaller, a little bit more scale looking. Not only that, they're still meaty enough to where you can use it for all the different terrains. We did some testing. They're great. These are still great tires. I forget what these ones are called, but whatever. They're probably 10 bucks too. They're all 10 bucks. And then last but not least for sure is the 9 grams black front steering knuckles for the axial. So that's these caster knuckles right here. So right behind the wheel, the part that moves right there, the part that's connected to this bar, right behind the wheel. So you can see it here. So hopefully our rims and stuff still pass that gap, but that should add weight right here. And like I said, it's not it'll add 9 grams up front, and it's not a moving part of the wheel, so you won't lose wheel speed. So that's why I said we're adding this aluminum here, and then we're adding all this weight up here. And also I've made it where I can mount my battery up front on the hood of my body. So it's just like the engine weight. Let's get into how to mount this rear axle truss link mounts here. Like I was saying, this part right here that's plastic, we're gonna put the aluminum piece on there. So once you get the wheels off, it'll just make it a little bit easier. And then we're just gonna bust straight into here with a smaller one. Here we go. Careful not to lose the screws when you're working on the 24. I mean, it's your 24. If you want to lose them, you actually go for it. I don't care. When you're taking out these top screws off the brass diff, or well, off the diff cover here, hold down so you don't pop out your rear drive shaft. So you don't pop out your rear drive shaft here. Hold this down. Save yourself a little bit of time later. Don't mix up your screws as best as possible. And then try to pull this off without pulling out your drive shaft. I don't know if that's possible. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try pliers. So you can grip from above here. There we go. That's how I would do that. See how I had that grip on there? And then just sturdy. You don't want to break the plastic just in case you need that later, or if this doesn't work out or something. I'm just gonna open this up, come on. And then generally I'll use the screws they already have in the 24 instead of the screws Injora sends. Unless it looks like you're adding a certain level of thickness, and then the screws that Injora sends are like extra long or something, or any company sends, because then you probably want to use the ones they're sending. But look at that extra height there. That, you know, that's adding weight. All right. Let's see if we can get these suckers back in nice and easy. We are gonna add some Loctite or lock threader. So I would recommend this blue thread locker for whenever you're putting in, maybe the first and second time, or every time, depending on how often you change a part. Like I use it on my wheels, you know, my wheel nuts there, but not every time. That's nice. I like that that's green. That's so cool. The green and gold is gonna look good. I didn't think about that actually. Green and gold, that's a color, babe.
Green and gold, yeah, actually.
We were trying to think of what to paint the van, and I couldn't think of colors. But now that I see that green, if we did like a winter green with the brass and gold and then the red, it'll be like a crisp. Oh, that's a lot of threader. Whoo, it's never coming out. Nice. Look at that. Look at that. That adds weight. I can tell already. The front's only like ever so slightly heavier than the back now, but it is way low down weight. That's cool. Okay. Okay, next up we have the black brass front steering knuckles. You can also call these the casters. This part right here. It would be the same thing. The caster would be on this right here for if you were gonna be on the, what's it called, I guess, portal. Which I guess these aren't casters, so I guess steering knuckle it is. I don't know. I'm not a mechanic. Excuse me. Let's see. So one thing I've learned from upgrading my casters is that you're gonna have little pieces in here that move. So this is gonna kind of be a big upgrade. Because screws might loosen up over time. That's what I've had go wrong before. Because you're gonna have little washers in here. Alright. Don't lose those. There's your little knuckle right there. Looks pretty good in there though, yeah? Nice and oily. It's not that oily. We might add just a tad bit, since we're here, folks. Some marine grease, if you don't know. Just a little bit goes a long ways. Just dab that on there. There we go. That'll help it in there. We'll smear some around. Oh no, that's not what I meant to do. Oh God. There we go. It's found its way back home. How does this pop out here? Okay. So we unscrew that nut. We take the brass piece off. We take this little pin out. And then this slides all the way out. Perfect. Then after you do that, you have a washer in here. Take. Whoop. You want to lose your knuckle and then barely find it. And there's two washers in here, maybe actually. Is there one long one, or? I think there's two. There's two washers. So what that does is you push something long like this, like the backside of one of your tools, but you push it along the inside of the belly, and it'll catch the washer. Like you've seen that happen there. And then it'll push the washer out. Or the bearing, sorry, not the washer. There we go. Two bearings. And that's empty. And then you just do that in reverse. So we go. No. Alright, we got our caster. We're actually going to take the time and marine grease everything up while we're here at this process. We'll use a different tool here that we're not using before. I would suggest marine grease because it just makes where water really isn't a problem. That's what I've learned from other people. Doesn't matter the brand, you don't have to use the one I got. It was just the one available to me. And you can buy it much smaller. I mean, you don't have to. This is gonna last me the rest of my life. I'll put marine grease on my bacon now. Oh shoot, that's so stupid. Alright, there we go. Oh, I need marine grease in this too, see? Oh gosh, that was a lot. It needed it, I swear. Yeah. And then goes in like that. Oh yeah, like butter. And then we take this little pin here. Stick the pin through the hole. Shazam. Pins in the hole. Got your knuckle here, or whatever the heck that's called. And we'll go ahead and screw this on so this can't wiggle out too far yet. We don't lose it. And then I'm just gonna put a little dab of grease. Because I need the grease on the screw as well so it spins freely against that washer. I need the washer to spin freely. I need the grease. I need everything to spin freely in there. Whew, I just keep throwing that bit in there, don't I? Okay. There we go. That's how I would do that. Now there's some grease on both sides of it. Shazam! Not too hard. I don't even know what I'm doing technically. It's the first time I've ever done it too. Well, I already put some grease on there. There we go. We do want a little bit of grease on this part though. Sure. All over my hand equals all. It's also in there, right? There's a bearing in there somewhere or whatever I said it was, a washer. Perfect. You know why it's perfect? Because I said it was perfect. So that means it's perfect. I'm going to go into this with a good attitude and it's going to turn out wonderful. That's how machines work. You just will them into existence. Not math or anything. Alright, you don't want to go too tight so it makes it hard for the servo to turn it. So what I would suggest, kind of figuring out how loose the other one feels as best as possible. And then making sure this feels loose too, which this is pretty dang loose. Can't be that hard. Good enough for me, you said. Seems to be the problem here. What the hell? You have to accept this screw. Oh no. Oh no. Damn. And sometimes they just don't go together. My screw just broke in half inside of this knuckle. Why? This one can't even go in now. Just got a little cockeyed is all. Come on, push that one out. Oh, we just got so lucky. Alright, that end pushed out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at that's how much of this screw broke off the end. Just enough to cause me a headache. Throw that away. Throw it out of here. We don't need it. Get it out of here. All right, I'm gonna do this as fast as I can now. Wham! This bit goes over there. Take this little bar out, like so. Pop these bearings out like so. Okay. Nice. Check one. Irritated. Try to put that in while it's full of grease. Okay, so it's not which way, it's the screw. It just straight up won't accept this screw, will it? Let's try one of theirs. Yep. Oh, that's not good. Do I have to get their bar? Yep. Yep, 100%. 100% needs to be their bar. Damn. That's upsetting. I can't even make this upgrade work. Alright. Well, you've seen it here. So to use this Injora part, you have to get the Injora steering bar as well. Dang, son. Because I broke my axial screw. Putting these in either side will break your screws in half. And that's the only screws you can put in this bar. Okay, so we were able to get the 24 back together. The screw hole obviously isn't filled because I broke the screw in half, but it is all gonna work and whatnot. I can't use the brass parts, but at least we got the 24 back together. So, all right. I guess I'll get a hold of them and see what they want to do. If they want to try to rectify it, give them the chance to at least, you know, I'm not going to talk crap on them. That's not the right thing to do. Sons of bitches. So I will say this though, this is not the first issue I've had with some of their brass pieces. There's always a little bit of fit mesh issues and stuff like I was saying. Usually things will work out. Their aluminum pieces seem to work perfect, but their brass pieces, I don't know, they're always like a little off on certain things. And like that was the first time I ever broke a screw, but you seen how good the aluminum went on. Same up here, like these aluminum 4-link and everything, super easy, but the brass pieces that bolted in, like these diff covers, I had a pair, they were rubbing. Same with on the bigger ones. I got brass covers on. I mean, obviously they're on now, so eventually I'll get some that'll work, but I had problems with certain pairs, so what can you do? Next up though, I do want to put our new tires that we have on the SCX-24, even though I haven't modded them or anything. I thought about soaking them up first in some WD-40. Let them really get soaked in and sticky before we mount them on anything. Because I did WD-40 with these ones here. You hear that? If you don't hear that, even on a new pair, hang on, we'll take out the so that's a brand new pair. Kind of sticky. This is a pair after just a 45 seconds with WD sprayed on it and then hot water, rinse it off. You hear how sticky that is? How slow the rubber moves? Yeah. Kind of depends, I guess, on how you want it. If you want it to be more bouncy, I don't really want my tires to be bouncy, you know? So I think what we'll do is we'll mount them and then we'll spray them, because mounting them first to make sure that lip doesn't get bent out is the way to do it. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go no foams because we don't need the foams. And then I'll probably vent them with a pick afterwards. This scale is just different than the 10th scale. The 10th scale, you know, I wouldn't do my tires like this. Kind of depends. Well, I would if I had certain things. If I had anti-foams or something like that, but I don't. So we don't. I don't, so I don't. We don't. Put it over there. Haley will be like, why is there trash all over the floor? And I'll be like, that's what I do with trash. Alright. Here. Oh, look at him. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know why we got gold. Just to, I don't know, get gold. I thought gold looked good with red. And I was like, something might end up red at some point, and then we'll have gold rims. And if we don't, I don't know, it's fun. I thought they looked good. The thing is about having your rim color, I found that you want something bright. Like even these are good, but see how the black rim? So that makes it where you don't see the tire fold as much when you're crawling. You really want something that shows off the tire fold. And when these get dusty, they won't be as they won't be like as gaudy. Obnoxious? Is that the word? Okay, so this is the plan to mount them backwards. Let's see. Put this ring in first. If you guys don't know, we'll do a little less on how to mount the Injora rims. Shazam, we got our ring in. We're gonna mount this piece in here. We're gonna put that piece in there. Nice. Oh, it's already looking good. And then we'll come over here. Slap this piece on here. Now normally, I would say that's it. Then you just put this piece on the back and you're done. You screw it in. But we're actually gonna reverse the bolt-in pattern. So I wonder if it'll squeeze tight enough for that to work. Come on, find your spot. Is it in there? I think I got it in there. Oh, that one's pushing out. That's a good sign. Time to break out the gripper. Oh yeah, and then I'll lay it down once I figure out how I wanted to get the screws in here. I'll lay it down. Now the trick is really on these to not squish the air out if they're not vented. That way you don't have to deal with trying to take the perfect amount of screws out to let the air back in. They don't need to be that tight. Oh, that looks good. So again, this is how they would kind of advertise it to you here, minus the metal rim, obviously. And then that's how I put it in. See how much deeper that is? Now it's gonna make my wheels stick out really far. Oh yeah, look how deep that is in there. And then, what that makes that really hard to screw that on, right? But then we got these over here that I ordered. One of the reasons why we ordered these is so we can get our wheels on easier from further out. And the purple and gold, like I said before, the reason why we got the gold is because gold and green, purple and gold, it's just a mishmash of color chaos, and it's gonna work. And I send you this little tool, goes in your 4.0. That little tool goes on there. Super scale, super scale. Oh. Please tell me it fits between the screws. I know it's not designed like this I know I'm asking a lot. Oh my goodness. Holy smokes. Sometimes you have an idea and that idea turns out just right. Other times you have an idea and you break a screw. Take it or leave it, guys. I'm not perfect, but dang. Dang, son. Dang. Look how wide that is. Oh, dang. Cheap upgrade. Flip the rim. Oh, so cool. Alright, let's pop out the last of these.
Thank you for watching. I hope this video was able to help someone. That's why we're making them. I'm not an expert by all means. I'm not married to my ideas, so I'm able to learn. If you want to leave a comment and help anyone else with like, oh, this is how I did it or something like that, feel free to. Again, it's all just in good help. If you're interested in any Injora products, you can check out their website and use my discount code in the description of this video. I'm not affiliated with them, nor is this a sponsored video. I make no profit from the use of the code or from this video from them. It's just a thank you for all that you guys do. Have good days, have good nights, and happy trucking.